Hi, I'm Shamira. I'm a doctoral researcher at Massey University, as well as running a stroke project in New Zealand. So I'm making this video for that person who left a comment on one of my videos, and then they were telling me they actually got a stroke 2 years ago, but back home in Uganda, and then they didn't get the appropriate care and they don't know what they should do next. So first of all, I think there's someone who commented on my very video. There's a group of people who commented on my very video. I think maybe they are physiotherapists, something like that. Ideally, that would be the route I would advise someone to take. You should go to a physiotherapist if you feel you have disability issues that were caused by the stroke. But honestly speaking, some of them are usually very, very expensive, and normal people can't even afford them. You see, even in these countries, most times normal people can't afford them, and then most times it comes with transportation. Most times when someone gets a stroke, they are going to have mobility issues, and then transportation also becomes an issue to go to these facilities back and forth, and you can't bring them to your home. It gets expensive. So what I would advise you right now is to start exercising. Ideally, if someone gets a stroke straight away, if one part of your body is being affected, you're supposed to exercise it as much as possible, because when you get a stroke, there are some networks in the brain called neurons. They get disconnected, so they are trying to reconnect. As they are reconnecting themselves, you have to make sure you exercise your body so your body recovers without a disability. So even if it's after 2 years from your last stroke and you didn't do the appropriate care, or you couldn't afford a physiotherapist, you can start at any time. The only trick is to make sure exercise with very safe exercises, because most times when you got a stroke or you have disability, you have higher chances of having falls or having another stroke during the process. So you have to make sure you exercise in a safe environment. For my patients, I usually advise them to exercise in a seated position on a chair, and then you focus on resistance training exercises, which are literally focusing on the body part that was affected by the stroke. Meaning, if you have disability on the left side of the hand, you have to make sure you exercise that left side of the body. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So exercise that left side of the body, as well as supplementing. So you have to make sure you get all the nutrients, because most times when people get a stroke, they have digestive issues as well. So I know back home we are not into the whole supplementing thing, but if you can get a few supplements, especially protein supplements, and then you exercise specifically targeting those body parts that were affected by the stroke, you can have physical function later after some time of exercising. So it's never too late. You can start now.